Hi everyone, Holly and Maya here from Story Imprinting. I'm here with my fabulous co-founder, Anne-Marie Hoftailing. At Story Imprinting, we teach great companies and great people the art and science of storytelling. If you have found your way to this video, we invite you to subscribe to our channel because we do all kinds of videos just like this with great sort of bite-sized professional development, leadership, and storytelling training concepts embedded here. And this is just a super fun way for me to chat with my dear friend Anne-Marie on the regular. So today, Anne-Marie, I want to talk to you about sort of self-talk and how that can be helpful or not helpful, and sort of how we can change how we talk to ourselves. I need this help as well, so I am all ears as to what you've got to say.
I think that this is something that comes up a lot for us with the clients we coach. And oh, salut. We often, more often than not, are coaching what we like to call very shiny people. They're extremely accomplished, they're extremely educated, they're extremely experienced and dynamic, and they are telling themselves all the reasons that they can't do something, or they shouldn't go after an opportunity, or they're concerned about what somebody thinks. And I just think that this is rampant, that there have to be some tools to sort of address that and think about that. I think we talk to ourselves in a way we wouldn't talk to anyone else in the world.
Right.
And we limit, and in so doing, we sort of contract ourselves in all kinds of important ways. And so one of the things that I think you can begin to do is just notice it. I mean, which is not that easy to do. Notice the ways in which you reject comments when somebody says, "Oh, you're so smart," and you're like, "I mean, I'm not that smart."
You're like, "No, I'm not. You're smart."
No, you're smart. And that's the other thing, we push it back, right? We throw it away. And that to me is a real indicator that you are not receiving, you're not feeding and nourishing yourself on positive things. You're rejecting it.
Right.
And so I think that's just like one way to just notice it. And it was really interesting. Like my kids would tell me, they're like, why do you say that about yourself? Like they knew it all the time when I would just say, "Oh, that was so stupid of me." Or, "Why am I such an idiot?" They're like, "You're not an idiot. Why would you say that about yourself?"
Right.
And that's what we're modeling, and that's what we're saying. And the other thing of, for those of you, and I'm notorious for this, who use humor as a way to degrade yourself. Like the way you sort of like shame yourself through humor. Like you make a joke about the fact that you are not capable at something. That to me is a real indicator that it's something you should look at. It's not a joke. Why are you saying that about yourself? And so I think one of the things is readjusting. I always use this example. I had a client years ago, very, very accomplished, went to Stanford, just an attorney, and I say that because attorneys are very deadline driven. She said, "I procrastinate, I'm a procrastinator." And I, "You have a deadline in your entire life?" And she said, "No, of course not." And I said, "So instead of calling yourself a procrastinator, why don't you start saying, I am someone who never misses a deadline?" Because it's true. She never misses a deadline. And just because maybe you have 8 days to do something and you do it in 2, all that means is that's your process. By the way, that's true of a lot of human beings. So it doesn't, like, painting yourself with this negative brush all the time, I think it's really destructive. It's super depressing. You're like, "I'm a loser. I'm the worst. I'm the worst. I don't know. I just don't have, I'm not able to get enough energy. I'm not able to do this." It's like, just stop telling yourself that. I mean, we do this exercise in groups that I think is really, really valuable to sort of change your mind around things. And that is, write a list of, like, I am extraordinary at, and write the longest list you can, and don't stop. Do it for minutes and just keep going.
It's so uncomfortable, just so you all know.
So uncomfortable. But also what arises for that is sometimes people say things like, "I'm taking criticism."
Yeah.
Like, why is that on there? I mean, try to really, or "I'm an extraordinary partner because," "I'm an extraordinary mother because," "I'm an extraordinary friend because," fill that in. "I'm an extraordinary employee. And it's not about bragging. It's just about identifying that you are valuable and
Right.
you matter. And there are some incredible things about you. I am singularly at, I'm excellent at those kinds of exercises generate for you, not just this inflated view, but in my opinion, balance the inaccuracies
Right.
of all the negative talk.
Which frankly, we did a video a couple of days ago on feedback as we head into performance review season, right? And I think this being able to kind of shift your mindset as you go into a performance review or evaluation cycle, or you're going to potentially be negotiating and asking for more money or something different, or interviewing for a new job, like this has application across all of those sort of buckets. And it's really, I think, it's one of these things that we can control. If you're doing a performance review that's 360 and you've got everybody else's feedback, right? It's easy just to focus on the feedback that people are giving you, but how are you actually preparing yourself, right? To think about, here's what I'm actually excellent at. And I have a strong grasp and control and understanding of the areas in which I truly excel. I agree with you. I mean, it's just something that people tend to kind of push away.
And it takes up so much emotional, intellectual real estate
Yeah.
that you don't understand.
Right.
You are a slower decision maker because of it. You are a worse risk taker because of it. You are it impacts things in ways I think you don't imagine. You're less likely to ask for your value. You're less likely to ask for an opportunity. You're less likely to feel entitled to an opportunity. And so it's not, this stuff isn't some like squishy, warm, fuzzy, like just make yourself feel good, like hug yourself. It like this has real impact in your life, limits you in really important ways. So if you don't address it and you don't start really imagining a different way to think about yourself, then it's harm you. And I also think notice there are toxic environments that allow for that, that allow you to beat yourself up and everybody just laughs at the joke. I mean, I think it's really powerful when you're with somebody where you do that and somebody says, why do you say that to yourself? Why do you do that to yourself?
And you did it to me once. And I never.
I did.
Yeah.
Right. Once or twice, I don't know, but
it stuck with me, right? And I think you're right. Like you can pay that forward in a way. Like don't let people get away with that, right? Sometimes we have to have the mirror.
Yeah, and it's an act of love to say to somebody, like, why do you say that about yourself? I don't like hearing that because it's not true. That's not accurate. And it's not a fish for compliments. It's really a way to make sure that people who they are, because we want those who we surround ourselves with and those we to have an accurate version of who they are, not this distorted version that's been, to us by culture or parents or siblings or terrible friends or a bad boss or whatever it is. You need to clear the way for that so that you can see who you really are, so you can rise to your highest and greatest self.
Which is what we want for all of you. So if you got something out of this, drop a comment in the comment box below. Subscribe to our channel. We love our subscribers. You're our favorite little humans. So thank you so much. And thank you, Anne-Marie, for your time today. You guys can find us Story Imprinting everywhere on the internet. We have tons of content here on YouTube and also on LinkedIn. Our website, of course, storyimprinting.com. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.